Alright guys, we got a different video this morning. What we're going to do is we're going to do some repairs to a Minn Kota trolling motor. This is a Minn Kota Fortrex 80-pound thrust. You can tell it's all taped up here. It was this way when I bought it. So this head is going to be cracked probably down in here if I had to guess. So what we're going to do, we're just going to replace all this, and we're going to show you guys how to do it. Save you a little money. That way you don't have to take it to the shop to get it done. Alright. We're going to use a screwdriver, although in this case, razor blades, and the new parts. That's all you need. So let's get started on it. Alright. Just going to cut this tape off. We got the tape off. There's 4 screws. Looks like the screws are missing. Oh, lovely. There'll be 4 screws right there to take off. We have 1 screw. Alright. So it wasn't anything in here that was broke, or anything on the back side. But this is broke. You can see that right there. That wasn't long for the world. So we're going to go ahead and continue with the repair. Get this camera to kind of show what's going on. We'll take all these screws out. Take these gears out. Take that out. And then that razor blade we got to cut the heat shrink on these. Now, on the back side, you got 3 screws here. You got to come out. So we'll take those out. Come all the way up. There we go. There's the old piece. Take the new one. The old one, if you see, it's got some grease around here. Get some grease on your finger. Just wipe it right here. And it just lets that little white gear slide around that plastic with less friction. First thing, it should be noted that the battery is disconnected. Oh well, the kill switch in the back is disconnected. So there's no juice running up here. Put this back on, put your 3 screws in. When you're doing this, you happen to strip one of these out. You don't have to replace everything. These outer tube assemblies, the big tube right here, they've got 4 slots in it, or 4 pre-drilled and tapped holes. So you can, when you take this off, you can actually spin this, loosen this knob up right here. If you strip one of these out, loosen that knob up, spin this until your stripped hole is up here in the front side. Just a little FYI kind of deal. Alright, we're putting this back together. You get a curved side and a flat side. Flat side's going to go on this side. Make sure you got that little fiber washer in there. Slide everything back down. You're going to take your heat shrink. You're going to put on your hot and cold. And you're going to connect your heat shrink back together, or connect your terminals back together. Yeah, just leave that on there. Alright, one of these wires is all black, and one's got a red stripe on it. Red goes to red, black goes to black. Doesn't get much easier than that. Put your heat shrink back on. Out of the way every time. Alright. Now on these you got a short and a long one. Pick this back up. The long one goes on the bottom. And you'll roll this around so it's past. The long one's on the bottom. The long cable's on the bottom part of the spool here. You'll roll this around past where it needs to be. Put your little deal in there and let it come back. Just like that. And we'll show you how to get it lined back up. Way up there high. On your gears here. On gears here, see how it's got all this grime and crap in it? Get that out the best you can. So, you don't want anything in there that's going to bind up. And that one just goes in there, make sure it's aligned with the teeth. When you're putting this back on, this one it kind of matters where you put it. You get the crosshair. And then you see the way the trolling motor's laying, it's laying flat. The motor itself. This piece right here determines your steering indicator on the cap. So you want these to be the same as your trolling motor. You don't want to put it like this, facing this way. You want it going the same as the head on your trolling motor, or the foot, I should say. So when your trolling motor's flat, you want those flat. And then this has got a little slot that it rides in. Just line that up. Take one screw. Get it in there. These screws. So you've got all 4 of them. Don't over tighten these, because that housing is just plastic. Okay. Now, for your indicator light, right here, take it, put it underneath everything here, like that. Looks like this. It goes in the back side of that. And there's a little slot right here in the plastic. Right there. That rides in. Make sure all your wires are on the back side of this guard. And this will screw in. And I see something that I did and I messed up. I think it was this screw here. This little spring, not required. I never put it back in mine. Oh, looks like I did another one. Keep track of your screws too. I made a mistake right here. There it is. The long screws. These long ones are what holds that thing. And then we'll take our lighter and this heat shrink. You can use a heat gun or whatever you feel comfortable with. It's just make sure it's on there. The primary reason the heat shrink is here is to keep these 2 leads from touching. That's really it. You shouldn't be getting water in the head of your trolling motor as it is. I've got a little wind blowing. Put these back in, roll them around. Oh, I'm not going to put this back on. This, hanging upside down, put all your wires in it, and it goes right here. The wires pulling around. This is on the back side where they're out of the way of everything. And then on your lid here, this is the old one, this is the new one. The old one was broke. That's what was broke on the thing. I thought it was the screws here, but I was wrong. You pop that out, and then you line that back up there. It just sits in the groove. This goes right back on. The screws go back in, which I'm missing 3 screws that I didn't know about, but I'll find some screws for it. But just for the purpose of the video, remember that's lined up in that cross in there, that red piece is. And this has the 4 little deals there. One of these arms is broke, but it'll be okay for now. But these 4 slots line up on those 4 arms, and you want the arrow to point the same direction your trolling motor is pointing. Not like this, but like that. So when these are lined up with the trolling motor, it should pop right on there. Just like that. And that's it. That trolling motor's good to go now. So maybe that saved you $100 if you took it to a Minn Kota shop or a trolling motor shop. They usually have a 1 hour minimum on their labor, which is $80, $85, maybe $90. And those parts, they're going to charge you $24-ish, $25, figure $25 for the parts for the top and the bottom cover. And then they're going to charge you a $5 fee for the consumables, the razor blades, paper towels, if they have changed connectors, if your connectors are burned up, the heat shrink, they're going to charge you for that. So you're looking at $120, $125. So you can see how easy it is, how fast it is to do. Not hard to do it yourself. You can get those covers on Amazon and get them next day. So just because your trolling motor breaks don't mean you're done for a week waiting or 2 weeks waiting on a shop to fix it. You can fix it yourself. Nothing to it. Nothing to it at all. Hope this video was informative to you. Hope to be able to save you some money. If you like the content, click like and subscribe for me. Drop me a comment. Let me know what you want to see. And as always, I appreciate everybody who already has. Thanks for all the likes, comments, shares, reactions, and whatnot. Also, excuse me, check out my page, Texas Veteran Fishing, on Facebook. We do veteran fishing trips at no charge to the veteran at all whatsoever. All they do is show up and get to go fishing. So follow my page on Facebook, Texas Veteran Fishing. And if you're a veteran and you want to go, hit me up there. You can get in direct contact with me. And we'll get you on the water up here in these East Texas lakes. It's about to be some great fishing. All right. As always, thank you guys.